Some scars are never seen, but they never stop bleeding. This is one of those stories, told by a voice that protects the pain.
In the bright and hopeful days of her youth, Emily had always thought of her family as a bastion of security, a place where warmth and love were as abundant as the laughter that filled their home. She believed in the timeless whispers of shared secrets and the certainty of unconditional love. But that illusion shattered one cold winter evening when she overheard her parents discussing plans to send her far away. To live with an aunt she barely knew, because they could no longer handle her presence with the quiet grace she once displayed. It was not a matter of discipline, but a revelation of their exhaustion and disappointment, a decision wrapped in the harshness of their whispered words. Their betrayal was as unexpected as it was deep, leaving her with a sense of abandonment more chilling than the winter air that seeped through the cracks of her shattered world. Vertical bar. From that night, a shadow began to loom over Emily's once vibrant spirit. She found herself questioning every joyous moment, every hug, every tear wiped away by her mother's tender fingers. In her isolation, she would trace the lines of laughter on her parents' faces in fading photographs, seeking remnants of the love she thought was real. Her heart grew heavy with confusion, wondering what flaw within her had forced their hands to turn against a bond she had cherished above all else. Each morning, she confronted the mirror, searching for an answer in her reflection, seeing only the hollow eyes of someone who no longer knew where she belonged. As weeks turned to months, the loneliness she felt devoured her peace, leaving only a chasm of doubt and sorrow, an endless echo of her family's silence punctuated by the memories of their warmth turned cold. Vertical bar. Emily's once unyielding trust frayed, unraveling into threads of despair. In school, her friends' laughing chatter became a distant melody she could no longer reach. Their carefree hugs and shared secrets felt like echoes of a life she could no longer return to. These joys turned into painful reminders of all she had lost. She drifted through days like a ghost, her once lively spirit replaced with an intimate knowledge of heartbreak. With every step, she carried the burden of being unwanted, each reminder of familial betrayal weighing heavily on her fragile frame. Nights found her tossing in restless dreams, trapped in a loop of what-ifs and whys, with the raw edges of her broken heart grazing against memories of what once was. Her parents' laughter, the secure embrace of a loving home. Vertical bar. Years later, the pain had transmuted into a quiet, persistent ache, shaping her into someone cautious and guarded. The scars of those formative years etched deep into her psyche, shadowing her every interaction with a subtle, unspoken fear of betrayal. She learned to live within those walls, though remnants of vulnerability peeked out in stolen moments of solitude. Occasionally, she would stumble upon moments of stillness, where the echoes of her past resonated with an almost tangible reach, reminding her of losses she could never reclaim. She survived by carefully curating her world, cautiously selecting who she let into her circle, always bracing for the day they too might turn away. The betrayal had etched itself into her being, a constant companion in the guise of a fractured trust and a heart forever tender from old wounds.
Maybe your pain was never heard. Maybe it still hurts in silence. But here, your story matters. You're not alone. There are others, silently suffering just like you. If you have a story you never told, we will listen and let it be heard. Send your silent scar to silent.scars25@gmail.com. We'll give your silence a voice. This is Silent Scars.